Detention center is online. You mocking me?
Perfect impression.
I thought that the last 3 days was pretty entertaining. Wore Jeannie out though. All right, we're recording. Let's see what we got here.
Catherine Haywood and Matt Humatics will be attending today.
We can do Catherine's. We don't have a prosecutor yet.
Kate is handling them.
Since Kate gets on, we'll fire it up.
Have you tried PJ's coffee yet?
I have a coffee maker.
I know.
With the cost of 1 cup, I can make coffee for a month.
I apologize.
That's a no.
My apologies for talking.
Which one is Catherine's?
Byron.
Guess I could bring Claudia in. Mathematics, still missing a DA. So that might be a DA. Yep.
Good morning, everyone.
What's going on?
Judge, did you hear you have me permanently now
I don't know what that means.
for these hearings?
No.
That makes me happy.
Don't sound so excited.
You're buttoning her up already.
Oh, you can't butter somebody up on mental health. We're just here for decoration. It's all you, Judge.
All right, I knew that. Are you still in our court though? Okay.
Yeah. Anne's just going to focus on, she's in the 199th, so they wanted to take this off her plate so she could focus on felony stuff.
Since we have you so busy in court 3.
Why can't we see anybody?
We can see you.
Who's saying that, Tony?
That's the jail.
Oh, the jail.
It froze on him, I think. You're muted. There you go. There you go.
Yay.
So can we have Byram when you get a chance?
Yes.
Miss Byron.
All right. This is Hannah Elizabeth Byram, is that right?
Yes.
And did you want to call your client to testify?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
If you would raise your right hand to be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give me the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Right. And I have a copy of the mental health assessment. I am going to review it, and you can call your client if you want to.
Thank you, Judge. Hannah, you have been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you've been to, I think, 10 rehabs in the last 6 years. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Your parents have paid for that in the past. And they've used up all of their any income that they had savings trying to help you. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me what medications you normally take when you're not in jail.
Normally I was on Latuda, Wellbutrin, and Buspirone, and Seroquel.
Okay. Which of those are you not getting in jail?
I'm not getting any of them.
Okay. Ms. Fox has asked LifePath to interview you and to determine whether or not you're a good fit for Nexus, and they determine that you are. If the judge grants a mental health bond, you would go straight from here to Nexus. You'd have to stay in that program, period. You'd have to check in with Ms. Fox. She's up there. Wave, Tony, so she can see you. Okay, Tony's not going to wave at you, but that's okay. You'd have to check in with her once a week. Oh, there she is. Okay. She decided she's being ornery. Sometimes people don't cooperate with me, Hannah. You'd have to check in with her by phone once a week, and you'd have to check in with the judge once a month. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me why you want to get out and go to rehab again.
Like being in here, like you said, I'm not on any meds, and all my charges, they like in the past, the other one is possession, and I just have a problem with being able to stay sober. And I feel like if I were to stay and then get out and do everything normally, like go out into the free world, like I would fall back into the same pattern. That I'm wanting to try something different again.
Okay, and speaking of that pattern, I've heard a rumor that, and I wish I had his name in front of me, I don't. I've heard a rumor that you hang out with a guy that you get in trouble with all the time. Who would that be?
Ethan Griffin Box.
That's it. That's the name. Thank you for being so honest. The judge is going to, if he grants this motion to release you on a mental health bond and send you to Nexus, he's going to make as a condition of that you and Ethan cannot have any communication while you're out on bond. How's that sit with you?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, you got to start over, Hannah. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any questions? You're muted. There you go.
Yes, Your Honor. Hi, Ms. Byram. My name's Kate Harrison. I'm a prosecutor for the state, and I just have a couple follow-up questions for you. Okay. All right. Where is your support system? I know you said your parents had supported you in the past with rehab. Where do they live?
In Allen.
In Allen. And do you know, could you kind of educate me on the Nexus program? Or Catherine, this might be something that you want to follow up with, but is the Nexus program where you're going to stay and live for a period of time?
Yes, ma'am. It's a 30-day. I'll answer that. Tony's even better. It's in Dallas. We typically, Tony, there's no we, gracious Tony typically gets transportation, although sometimes we do allow a parent, sometimes a designated person. She has to live in the facility. It's a 30-day. It is not locked down. They can walk away from it. When they walk away from it, typically Judge Baxter yanks the bond, or you do. You ask him to. But it's a 30-day program, pretty intensive, very good success rate. LifePath, it's done with the mental health unit. So LifePath comes out, interviews the person to see if there's both a financial need, mental health need, and addiction need. Tony, is that sort of a good summary?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Catherine. Thanks, Tony. Ms. Byram, do you understand that if you leave Nexus, we can revoke your bond, or judge could? You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. After 30 days, I hope you complete it successfully. After 30 days, what would your plan be?
My plan would be to go into a halfway or a sober living house.
Okay. And if you go into a halfway house or sober living house, do you think your parents, how would you get around? Do you have a car? Would your parents be driving you?
I do not have a car, but I know through my family that they would help me as much as I needed it.
Okay. In the past, when you've gone to rehab, do you take your medications like you're supposed to?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and do you stay for the entire time you need to stay?
Yes, ma'am. I've never left one of those rehabs early. So
Okay. All right, I'll pass the witness.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
How do you spell Ethan's last name?
GRIFFIN-BOX.
Griffinbox?
Yes.
Okay. And does the state have anything else?
We would just like to read in the criminal history, Your Honor.
Okay.
On March 8th, 2019, the defendant was arrested for possession of a controlled substance greater than 4 grams, less than 200 grams. That charge was changed to possession of a controlled substance. Penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. She was placed on 5 years deferred for that offense. In that same transaction, she was also arrested for possession of marijuana, less than 2 ounces, and was sentenced to 6 days in jail. And then she has the current offense that she was picked up on January 21st of 2021, and that concludes the criminal history.
Anything else?
The state rests, Your Honor.
Any argument?
Kathy, you can go first.
Oh, thank you so much. Judge, I would ask
Influence
you.
her out. That's what they always say.
Your Honor, we'll defer. We request Ethan Griffinbox be no contact on the bond.
Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and give you bonds, but you're going to have to successfully complete the Nexus program. That means if you decide to leave early, then you violate your bond, and we'll come find you and pick you up and give you a ride and give you housing and all that stuff. But you also have to stay away and have no contact whatsoever with Ethan Griffinbox. That's probably best for you for the rest of your life. But anyway, and Tony, you wanted to say something?
Yes, Judge. Right now, Nexus does not have a bed, so I need you to put on there by coordinated release upon available bed.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because
Yeah.
that's usually how it works. It's in.
Yes.
The deal is the beds are real scarce at Nexus, so if you get one, I mean, you're getting a real benefit. So don't ruin it, okay? And we don't know when it will be, but as soon as they get a bed available, we'll get you transported over there and get you started on the program, okay?
Okay.
And then what happens after this is you're supposed to come see me once a month. If you're in Nexus, I'd rather have you in Nexus than coming to see me. You need to call Tony, though, every week and let her know how you're doing, okay?
Okay.
And did you want to add anything, Tony? We good?
I was just going to say, you should get a folder when you get released. It's got my contact information in it. And between now and then, I will stay in contact with your attorney. And as soon as there is a bed available at Nexus, we'll be getting you out and transported over, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good luck. Thank y'all.
Would ask for record to be sealed, Your Honor.
Sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Claudia.
Good to see y'all. Judge, do we not have Kristen Adams anymore?
Yeah, we still have another one.
Okay.
There's one more.
Hello,
Are you? All right,
I'm good. How are you?
good. You're muted. There you go. All right. I'm assuming you're Kirsten Adams. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you understand we're here on a mental health bond for you. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you want to call your client to testify?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. If you would, raise your right hand to be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Yeah, I have a copy of the mental health assessment. I am going to review, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. Do you want me to go ahead and proceed?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Ms. Adams, have you been previously diagnosed with a mental health disorder?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what those diagnoses are?
Yes, my most recent diagnoses were major depressive disorder, manic depressive disorder, also known as bipolar disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, and PTSD.
Okay, where did you receive those diagnoses?
3 weeks before I entered this facility at Mayhill Hospital in Denton.
Were you admitted as an inpatient at Mayhill Hospital in Denton?
I was.
How long were you there?
I was there for about 6 days, I believe.
That's not your first hospitalization in a mental health facility, is it?
No, sir.
In fact, you've been a patient at Green Oaks, at the C Center, and various other facilities over the course of your life. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
When did you first notice that you were having mental health issues? At what age?
It was about 8th grade, so I was about, oh goodness, 14, I believe, was my first mental inpatient stay.
Have you been recently prescribed any medications for those conditions?
The most recent was before I went to the facility when I was at Mayhill. I was taking a mood stabilizer, but usually outside I take antidepressants along with antipsychotics and mood stabilizers.
Okay. Are you taking those pills now while you're in jail?
I am not.
Okay. Are you on any prescription medications at the moment?
No prescriptions, just prenatals.
Okay, very good. Is it your understanding, Ms. Adams, that if you're released today, you're going to live with your mother? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Right. And she lives here in Collin County. Is that true?
She lives in Melissa, Texas. Yes.
Okay, very good. And is it your understanding that you have an appointment with a provider at Access Counseling in Frisco on Thursday?
Yes, sir.
And do you know what the purpose of that appointment is?
When it was explained to me, it was just kind of like an assessment just to see what kind of counselor I would be needing, kind of type thing.
And that facility also has access to a nurse practitioner that can prescribe medications. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Adams, do you feel like that your conditions would be better treated if you were on the appropriate medications and seeing a mental health provider on a regular basis?
Yes.
You understand that if you're granted a bond today by Judge Baxter, you'll actually be required to do those things as a condition of your bond. And in addition to that, you'll have to check in on a regular basis with a social worker and the court. Are those things that you feel like you can do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have access to transportation if you're living with your mom?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll pass the witness, Ms. Harrison.
Any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Hi, Ms. Adams. My name is Kate Harrison. I'm a prosecutor for the state. I just have a couple questions for you, okay?
Okay.
You said that you were last at Mayhill Hospital, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you were there for about 6 days?
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you leave Mayhill?
They had released me. I had gone there to withdraw originally, but while I was there, it was just going to be a 3-day stay. But they kept me a few longer days just because I was super depressed when I got there. It was just a lot of my mental health was just in the trash.
Okay. But they agreed to your release and they were okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Who is Daniel Muir to you? Am I saying the last name right?
Yes. That is the child's father.
Okay. You say the child, is that your child's father?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you said you're going to live with your mother and Melissa. Is your mother, does she stay at home or does she go to work 9 to 5?
She usually goes to work 9 to 5 unless her office is closed because of COVID precautions. Then
Okay.
she'll be staying at home with me and my brother because my brother does schooling online at home.
How old is your brother?
He's 15.
Okay. And so if your mom is working 9 to 5 and your brother's 15, what do you plan to do during the day?
Well, I'm gonna try to start looking for a job. And then my grandma is supposed to be coming over from the colony and watching me until we get cameras set up in the house.
Okay. All right, I'll pass the witness.
Anything else?
Just a quick cleanup, Judge. Ms. Adams, just to clarify, you don't actually have a child at this moment. You just have learned that you're pregnant. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, I'm pregnant.
All right, thanks. No further questions. Judge.
Sorry.
That's
Anything
okay.
else? from the state?
No questions for Ms. Adams.
Plan or you rest, defendant rest.
Judge, moving will rest and close.
All right. And did you have anything else to offer from the state?
Your Honor, I'd just like to read in the defendant's criminal history.
Okay.
On October 17th of 2020, the defendant was arrested for possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. We don't have any disposition data on that offense. And then we have the current offense arrested on December 28th of 2020. That concludes the reading of the criminal history.
Any position, any argument?
The state will defer to you, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm gonna get you out today on a bond. You got to do what you said you're gonna do, though. This is
Yes, sir.
like your best time and chance to get things straightened out, especially if you have a kid on the way.
Yeah.
You know, they'll take the kid away if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. So you got to call Tony every week. You've got to come see me once a month, and expect to be drug tested. But obviously, if you put anything in your system that's not supposed to be in your system, you're going to hurt 2 people, not just 1. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Tony, do you want to tell her anything else?
Yes. Kirsten, it's nice to meet you. I am Tony Fox. I'll be your case manager. I'm the one you'll be calling every week and let me know how you're doing, what you're doing, etc. And when you get released, you should find a folder in your property. And in that folder is going to be my card. Give me a call so that I know you made it home okay, and so that we can discuss what you need to be doing. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
We will see you soon. Good luck. Thank y'all.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Judge.
See y'all later. Thanks,
Take-
Jail.